Hi everyone, and welcome to this episode of Get Out and Explore with John. Today's video is going to be a roadside stop that I plan to make as I made my way across the state of Indiana. And as the thumbnail says, I'm going to be stopping to visit the state high point named Hoosier Hill in reference to the state's nickname, the Hoosier State. My journey today starts out at Summit Lake State Park Campground, where I spent a very quiet and relaxing evening last night. I am making my way back east from a trip to Chicago. So while traveling through Indiana, I routed my way to make sure that I was able to stop at Hoosier Hill, which is in the eastern part of the state, just north of Interstate 70, and about 2 miles from the Ohio border. Hoosier Hill sits in the rural area of Franklin Township in Wayne County. Driving through this portion of Indiana, you can see that it is very flat, and as you will see later, very windy. A great location for these giant windmills. Geologically speaking, the hill sits on the Dearborn Upland, an area of high terrain in southeast Indiana that sits on top of the geological structure known as the Cincinnati Arch. More specifically, Hoosier Hill is located in a portion of the upland that was once buried underneath glacial debris known as the Tipton Till Plain. After about a 30-minute ride out here from the campground, we're almost at the state high point, so we're going to park and take a look at the state high point of Indiana. Sitting alongside of the road at the entrance to the parking lot, you will come across this large engraved boulder marking the entrance to the Indiana State High Point. Okay, so let's take the long walk up the hill here and check out the high point of the Hoosier State. Level. That makes this the 44th highest state high point in the country. We have a mailbox over here with the register. We're going to sign in here. Nice little picnic table. High pointers bench over here. Little fire pit. I don't think they allow camping, but there's a little campfire here. From Kentucky, in cooperation with the property owners, improved the High Point experience by expanding and improving the parking area and adding a short hiking trail around the site. They also created the picnic area for visitors to enjoy, and after 20 years, I must say this still seems like it's in pretty good shape. So a big thank you to whoever's maintaining the site. Up here on top of this hill, the wind is blowing pretty good. You're not going to get any nice overlooks or viewpoints, but this is the view you get from the high point of Indiana. We go farm fields over here, barns, and a lot of flat land. Well, while we're here, let's go ahead and sign the register. 21st. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I've signed the register book. It seems as though I am the first person here today. Today, Hoosier Hill sits on private property. Thankfully, the owners are kind enough to make the site accessible to those who would like to visit during the daylight hours. So please be respectful of the area and leave no trace when visiting, so that others can continue to reach the state high point.
So making it up here to Hoosier Hill, this is my 13th state high point. Fun fact about this area is in 1936, a gentleman named A.H. Marshall was the first person to complete reaching the high points of every state in the country when he made it here to Hoosier Hill. That's pretty cool.
Okay, well, I think that's going to do it for the video today. The wind is kind of blowing me out of here, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video. I hope you enjoyed watching this little adventure that we're on today. Gave you a little bit of information about Hoosier Hill, and consider subscribing to the channel and giving me a little thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. And I guess until next time, like I always say, you never know what you're going to see when you get out and explore with John.